Hey, what's going on, guys? James here, and welcome back to more Team Module Racing Manager World Championship everybody so far, guys. And today, guys, the final episodes, the final race of the first ever season of the 2020 ITU Team Module Racing Manager World Championship. I can't make it so far for this. So we're here for this so far, the final racing season so far for this. That we've got 5 full draw have a chance to try and win the championship, and 6 teams have a chance to win the championship. Is this going to be amazing for you guys, Cooper and Luigi? Yeah, we can't wait to get into the final race in Brazil, but it's going to be fantastic who will win the Brazilian Grand Prix, who will take the championship win for season 1.
Luigi here. I can't wait, but I don't think the moment's not going to come in Brazil like I'm in the American Speedway, but it's not very good for that track so far, but hopefully it will be fairly sunny and not a bit cloudy at all with cloudy skies and sun a bit for this. But can't wait for the final race of the season. Thanks for that, you two. So let's take a look at the top 4 current championship drivers. And took it out of the top of the standing, and it's points leader Joe Battista, who's only just about one point ahead of the second place on the Finallie driver, so he needs to go really well for the race so far. Curtis Wiggins in second place so far, he's only just 1 point back from Josie, but hopefully he can try and catch him in the final race this year. And in third place, Adam Joy, he won the last race in America, and he's in third. He's only just about 4 points back. He's 44. He's only just about 40 points back from Josie, and only just 74 points back from it. It's Abby Fizzer. He's in 4th place in the championship so far for this. So hopefully he needs to be a very good so far in the championship so far. Take a look at the shorter championship now. There's only about 4 points separate between Finallie and Yanti Racing. 1 point separate to Toronto Racing, Yanti Racing, and Force One. Silver Arrows and Donkey Racing only just 1 point behind, and only Q Racing might have a chance to try and get the Shorter Championship if they face the cars into top 2 and get the Shorter Championship for the Finallie. But we're about to find out here for this circuit for this so far. But first up, we need to try to do that with the drivers. I think we want to play good so far in this. Now the last point is 25 points, so I don't think they were not able to catch him up. So we're gonna serve our driver Curtis Riggs to a $838 for this, and he will offer and he will kept it until the next season. He will go so far, but unfortunately, one is getting it. Unfortunately, this is your final race before you will be retiring. So, good luck to you so far for Rodney, but it's going pretty well indeed so far for this. Barry, how does one go pretty well indeed for this? Barry and Christopher Babic. I'm not sure about your managers, but let's see. I'm not sure about this yet so far, team. Sorry, Ronnie, this is your final race, and we're not going to see you again in the future. But anyway, without further ado, guys, we're about to get ready to go to the final race of the season now of the championship. It's Brazil. Who is going to win this race, guys? We're about to find out, and we get into the final race of the season in Brazil. Let's go, guys. Let's do it. Let's see who's going to win the championship. You have a driver and manager with a respected contract next race. They will lead the team at next race if the contract will not renewed. Okay, so unfortunately, the managers will be leaving the team, but we'll find a new driver to try and go for the contact. But we do that so far for this. But unfortunately, this will be the final rating this season until we go for new ones and new manager for the next season, guys. Hello everybody, my name is Cooper here, and welcome everybody to the final race of the Season 1 Team Module Racing Manager World Champion. It is the Brazilian Grand Prix at Sao Paulo, Interlagos. For the Brazilian Grand Prix, name owner the heroes of Ayrton Senna and many more Brazilian fans have seen to be this circuit very good for this so far for this. But this Brazilian sunshine is particularly to be good so far for this. Yeah, I can't believe it. There's 4 drivers have a chance to try and win the championship, and only 6 teams to try and get the Shorter Championship from the end of the race, with 4 points for the team to get 1-2. Barry, look at this. It's the beautiful this, and the weather is forecast. It's sunny today. We have a 20 degrees Celsius around the circuit though, and this Interlagos circuit is pretty sure how this circuit is going pretty well to see who will win this championship out the Interlagos circuit. Thanks for that, team. We had about David Allen, which used to be a commentator back then. But anyway, never mind, he was not there. That was voiced by me. But anyway, let's begin qualifying for the Brazilian Grand. Nice graphics there, and look at the country flag we got so far there. We got a Euro flag, a British flag, a Monaco flag, a Spanish flag, and a Hungarian flag. Fair enough of that so far for this. So here we are at Brazil Interlagos. I'm on the Interlagos circuit in Sao Paulo for the Brazilian Grand Prix for the final race. And it's the final qualifier for the season 1 season of 2020 until we get into season 2 next time. Yeah, so we're going to send Ronnie out to do his qualifying lap for the final race of the season. It's going to be amazing, isn't it, guys? Unfortunately, this will be Ronnie's final race for this team before he will be retiring at the end of the year. And for Curtis Wilkes, I think he will be completely fine. Not for this. I think he will be signed our driver for season 2 and will be his first drive out. So Ronnie is going to be doing his last qualifying setup for the day until he will be retiring. So let's put the wings on 71 for Curtis and 61 for the gear ratios for Curtis. One is Skimmett. It's going pretty well indeed so far for this. So remember, each does need to do a good lap time to see hopefully who can win the championship in the clean air of Brazil. And through goes this circuit. So pretty well this circuit's going pretty well for this 15-corner circuit. Here we Interlagos, Brazil. This how you got thoughts about this? Well, it's going to be amazing race for the race tomorrow, but it's going to be pretty good for that part for this track though, but it's going to be amazing for this. Amazing for this. I mean, it's not going to be raced tomorrow for this one, for this guy. It's going to be today. Today is the final race of the season before we go into the second season. But who is going to win this first ever season of the 2020 season, guys, of the Team Mojo Racing Manager? I will claim my work for the second season, and hopefully that will be in the next few weeks of time. So, oh, a bit locked up from Ronnie Skimmett there. Did you see that, Cooper? Yeah, I did see that, James, but that's pretty sure he's got a great braking failure and he need to keep the tyres a bit cooler through the corner, and he's lost some time. He braked so early on the gas, and then pretty sure going further there, so racetrack for this. Well, pretty sure we might see some heavy rain coming in later on, Luigi. Have you seen that, Luigi? Yeah, we'll see some heavy rain coming in the next 20 minutes time, but hopefully it will come later on in the race. Hope so we'll do that for that, Luigi. PC is going for one is Skimmett, and where would Curtis Wilkes go? He gone the wrong way round like he did. Through the turn 13 and up the hill he comes through now. This second's going pretty go well for Curtis Wilkes. Round the 5 corner he comes through now, and he crosses the line. He only goes 12 fastest. The man who's winning second place in the championship now is in 12. Judging the position is the championship, that means he's in fastest so far, and looking forward to trying to take the championship. What are the other championship contenders? Look, I mean, Physics in 17. Alan Doyle is only 14 so far. Well, back in 2018, he was the season 2 champion, and I think one he needs to pit, yeah. He said, no, that way goes. He's now 8th place now because somebody's going 3rd place, but her teammate Tammy is in 18th place so far. Jay thrown in 7th, so this is going to be a good race so far for this. Aaron Dunner, he needs to try battling out for the championship. Remember, he's on 44 points so far for this. Extra 25 points for that win in American Speedway for the American GP. But here we are, the final race of the season. Brazil, to see how much with this will go pretty well with this. So it goes well. Good luck for Curtis Wilkes. He goes 6th fastest. So Curtis gone 6th fastest. But Aaron Dunner and I'd be Fizzer off further back from the field there, guys, but hopefully they might know that. And Hanway is down in last place so far indeed, so far for that. Disappointing day for him so far for this. We can see a lot of drivers going pretty well on this circuit so well. But he's doing pretty well for Josie because he's currently on pole position so far. Curtis Wilkes, another championship contender, is in 6th place so far. And he will win for season 2. But it's going to be a good way for the finale of this season to see who will win the Brazilian Grand Prix and hopefully get the championship back. We're going to send that one he's giving now and hopefully use the rings very muchly. And hopefully he can try to catch up. He will go out again. And we're going to go about 3.5 minutes in this final qualifying setup of this season 1 of the Brazilian Grand Prix, guys, here at Sao Paulo. It's going pretty well indeed so far. And that's been rejoiced so far because Ronnie's been rejoiced just behind Anna Devine. I think he is because Hanway has gone back to the pits. Oh no, he's just gone out so far. He's just come into the final few corners there. We might put the wings gear ratios very increasingly to 70 for Curtis Wilkes, and hopefully he can try and get the pole from Josie, okay?
Any news about this, guys? Well, we just saw about the Force One Racing team. Their powers going pretty well so far. Their journey's gone far and going to increase a lap so far. 1 minute 9.16. But his teammate Lola Marina, she's down in 17th place, but this is not very good for her so far. Lola Marino, she's in 17th place so far for that so far. Andy Chloe, he's in 7th, but this is going to be pretty well waiting for this track for this. So, what could Wally could do so far? We're only got about 1.5 minutes left to go now, and will Curtis make it to the finish line? He will do as some of the driver coming to the pit so far for this track so far. Gaining the pace quickly so far in this for this final qualifier in there. A minute and 10 left to go, means that one might do one more lap for this so far. But where he go for this lap time though? He's going to go on a 1 minute 10.73. He stays 10th still. Not actually a perfect lap from that for Rodney Skimmett. But Curtis can do better for this so far, even wants to try to dose it for the championship battle. 3 goes to turn 10 so far in this second though. Through to turn 11 goes pretty well so far in D so well. And remember, Force 1, Toronto Racing and VI are battling for the championship. I think this pace is going pretty well in D so far for this, for Ferrari. And there will be some steps after 5 laps and 10 laps. We'll take a look at the standings by this so far. And the time is now complete here at Sao Paulo in Brazil. Means driver will complete the 5 laps of this second before the race itself. Curtis has gone 7th, but 5th place goes for 1. He's got an extra lap so far indeed, but he think he finished his lap so far, but that's an extra lap so far for that, so I think that's it. I think everybody has done the lap completely, yeah? Yeah, I think that is, guys. But I think Curtis was the final man to do his lap so far. I thought everybody had completed their lap so far. But there is one, because it's facing Peter, I mean he doesn't go up so far for this. But anyway, Josie Bautista has gone pole position so far, so looking for he wants to win the championship so far. Did it up in 2nd place so far, so I'm sorry, Usler. Maya Goodman has had a good one for Q Racing to get in 4. 1 is in 5th, Sammy has been 6th, Curtis Wookie 7th, Andy closing 8th, Jay Fern 9th, and Abby Fizz 10th. And Aaron Douglas, another champion who was running further in the championship, is now in 12, but he needs to try to do pull it if he wants to try to win. If it is there any try he wants to win the championship so far for this? So hopefully he needs to get his battle back on the way. For this championship, it's going to go into the final race of the season to see who will win this race. Now remember, there are 6 teams to battle out for the championship. Ferrari are red, Yellow Donkeys are yellow, Force 1 are orange, Toronto United are violet, Silver Hours are grey, and Q Racing are black. So keep an eye on London, and hopefully they can win this race so far around this interlagos circuit. Cooper, Luigi, are you ready for this final race? I can't wait for this. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, who will win the championship? Go for that. Who is going to be Josie, Alan, Abby, or Curtis for the championship? Or who is going to win the championship? I'm not sure. But we're about to find out. Thanks for that, guys. Alright, now here we go. This is it. The final race of the season here in Brazil. And 80 laps around this circuit. In the next 10 minutes, we'll have a new champion like this. Here we go. We're about to get ready to go. We get the final lines ready to go here in Brazil. And we're underway for the final race of the Season 1 World Champion in Team Multi Racing Manager. And there's a bad stop for Josie Batista. He was batting in for the championship. So there goes Curtis. Into 4 play ahead of his championship leader though. That's a good start there from Ferrari. But Josie gets the position back from them. And he gains the P4 so far. And there's a slow cut there. That's Diddy Abbott. Oh no, that's Maya Gubis actually so far. He's part of the Q Racing team so far. But there is Zoe. He's in 4th place away so far. But Diddy Abbott is actually in the lead so far ahead of Samuel Herbie in 2nd place so far. But meanwhile, Samuel's team at Max Strait is in 19th. But he's into 18th place so far. And he's taking the lead from Diddy Abbott. Samuel takes the lead of the race so far. And there goes Zoe. Gone past Samuel Gomez for that 3rd place. And what about Curtis Wilkes? Never had a chance of making the move there from this 2nd lap so far. On this 1st lap actually.
One is in 7th place so far. He's trying to get past the championship leader, Josie Brazil, and he's gone wide. And one is the position into P6. Good excellent move there for that. Yeah, that's a bad start for the Force One Racing, Jay. I think he had to calm down for that. But anyway, Force One Racing, I mean, disappointed. They're struggling with their car so far after this. Didn't know what Jersey stole on the start of the race so far. Here's a bad stuff in this. And he got on the grass a bit on that one. But that was really good so far for that. But I don't think there was nothing wrong for the car so far. But he's lost some time there. Lost 3 positions at the start and lost 1 to the both Ferraris. Well, Prix, so we've got more for this so far. Then we've got one of the drivers slowing down. That might be Jet Li, who was in 5th. Well, actually, no, I think that's on the back motor. Sorry about that. Okay, we're bringing on Curtis Rowe. He's winning P5 so far. The next driver is Samuel Gomez. No, it's actually Manuel Gomez, actually. Sorry about not Samuel. Not Samuel Hope. We took it about so far. Bit locker from Sotway. And he let Manuel go through. So Sotway had made a big lock up there. As the Usla driver has moved her down into P4, but he gets the position back from Manuel Gomez. She's got on the grass, but that didn't make the move, so he's taken so far for this on lap 3. And Phil got the outside goes. Curtis Rooks gets past Zoe, but he sees this. Oh, he got on the gravel. And Zoe gets his position back from Manuel Gomez. And Zoe doesn't want to get from that podium position from Manuel Gomez and Curtis Rooks. So he's still back 3rd place already. That's an excellent good driver there. Yes, he's not getting enough for that driver he is doing so far, but I think the other driver's doing very well for this. But I think that Manuel's, I think he's lost some time there. I think so he got past them. Where he was until he got this meet so far for this. We're entering lap 4 of the possible 18 laps so far for this. Diddy Abba is leading this race, had the Samuel Hope. That is Manuel Gomez in 1st, Zoe Usla 4th. 5th place is Curtis Witt, and then is Josie Batista is 6th, Jet Li 7th, and then one is Gimmick in P8. As all a bit locked up there from Zoe, and that's let Curtis Witt move into P4. I think Ursula brakes are not very good so far. Both Tammy and Zoe are a bit struggling so far. So all the drivers may be coming to pits right now for this 5th lap for the race so far. Well, we don't know what we're going to see the order when they're coming out to pit so far, so we'll be classification start after fire, and we'll be pausing it and see if it goes through it so far there. And some of the other drivers haven't pitted just yet so far. It looks like Awan, Jenny, Abby, Vista, and Max Joe are doing a one-stop strategy and starting on the hard tyres, while the rest of them are starting on the soft tyre, on the purple set, and now all of them are on the hard tyre, but not some of them are not are on the soft tyre indeed. But on to 5th lap already. Now let's take a look at the start after this 5 laps completed. So after 5 laps of this so far, if this were right now, I mean, I would want to take a second championship after you won the second season of 2018, 2 years ago. Josie is in 2nd place still, will be with no points over, but Abby's only just 4 points separated between Curtis and Josie, with just 1 point between them. But there's still all to play for this race in Bristol. Big amazing gap there, because Curtis in P11 so far, because the rest of the fields haven't pitted just yet so far. Samuel Umez and Manuel Gomez are doing well so far for this track so well. And they're currently winning the race so far. But both for the purple team, that's Toronto Yanda Racing, if they finish where they were, it means that both of Alan and Jay will not get the driver challenge, will also get the Toronto challenge and move on to the next season for 6 races. Well, they haven't just pitted yet, Jen, so they have to wait until they come into the pits. Well, thank you for that, and thanks for that for Cooper, but I think that's not good. And bad luck from London Williams. He's starting last place away. And then we mix up there so far as Jet Li has lost out. No, that's next to it, actually. And Manuel Gomez, as through goes Curtis Wood, he gets past both of them. And he's looking on Diddy Abu, actually, no, that's Chris Stern, actually. And there's got passed by, that's Manuel Gomez gets past Curtis Wood and up to 9th. Right, excellent move there from Manuel, and having to look on Chris Stone now. The rest of it hasn't just played just yet so far for this far race of the season, guys. They're doing a one-stop, and there's someone going on the grass there. That might be Manuel. It is Manuel Gomez. He tried to go on the inside, outside there on there. As there's someone struggling in, that's Tammy, and there's another driver going. That's Abby Fister, who's also one of the championship contenders too. He's just behind him so far, but Alan is cutting ahead in P1 so far. Curtis in P9, but disappointed David Josie is now stuck behind one knee there. There he is. Danny P15. He's clearly going to lose the championship today so far. Okay, he was leading the championship after the race in USA, in America, but he might be losing it at the final race of the season in Brazil. And some of the races on the hard tire are coming to pit so far. And there goes one of the drivers, got past both Josie and won it. That's how it went. Owing to P6 already. Curtis in P3 now, and this race is going to improve over this. And 1 lap play away now to possible 18 laps. Okay, I can't do this constructor. It's a bit boring trying to see who will win the Drivers' Championship if this, like this, will happen for this. But for all my winners, if it stays like this so far after this ends the race. But keep looking forward for this so far for this. But if any one of the championship contenders is going to be game over for these drivers. And hopefully we see here this race is going to improve with this. And we're going to the halfway through stage. It's a bit locked up there from Curtis there. But that's very locked up for the rear tyre. Going very hot indeed so far. But we've got a couple more laps to go for this race so far for this. The race leader though is Manuel Gomez. Actually no, it's not the Manuel Gomez. It's now Samuel Hope Lees. And then Manuel Gomez are both going to pit for their second pit stop. Which means we now have a Ferrari 1-2 now. Curtis now leading from his team at 1A, but Josie's there for a championship charge now because he could be losing that so far. But I think he's going to lose the time to Curtis. But Amway is doing a one-stop strategy, and I hope he can win the championship for the team 20 United Racing. But there's still a lot of piss up to go now as 1A is the second player there. He's just got back. He got Zoe behind him. So he's going well so far for that, and he's got past Josie. I just remember that so far. But we're on halfway through the mark so far for this. And Curtis is clinging to that championship chase now. But he's got one more pit stop to go for this so far. He's doing a 2 stops already. And he's on to lap 10 now. We cross the line now. And this way he's going to completely change the way into this final race of the season. But don't miss any of this when we come back. Aaron Dunez and Nabi Fisto are now in the point so far by... Where's Anna? I think he's coming back to the pit so far to a new tyre change. Did you see that, Cooper? Yeah, I did see that. He might go for a new half tyre and hope he could try beat you to try and win this race for the team. But he's got a long way more to go. He's in last place of the race so far. He ain't seen last place so far for this, but this is not getting. But he's not over just yet, and we might need to pit our drivers right now. Pit stops are underway, but the rain is coming in the next few minutes' time. But have you seen some heavy rain coming? Yes, there's some cloud is going to get covered up, and there's going to be heavy rain in the next 12 minutes' time. So that's a good pit stop from Curtis there, but I don't think there's going to be any wet tyres changed for the tyres. To the next pistol for the red tyres change, but that's not very good stuff. That's a big write up from Curtis. But hopefully there'll be more in the description, more for that. Well, that's been very good for this so far indeed for this. We can see a lot of drivers coming to pit. Logan Marine has also pitted too, so he's starting last place so far, but there's still a lot more to go. As Curtis is making a move on hand wrench on inside, or maybe not. No, he doesn't. As Nick Steers in car in trouble, so he's not one of the drivers. That's going to be his final race over for this so far this season for this. Oh, a bit lower there. There goes Zoe. Gets past them as Ronnie gets past Tammy. And who's that behind? That's Annie Close. Gets trying to get past Tammy, but Tammy gets past them and moving to 7th place. Good move there and goes ahead of them in the track. And we just got a few more laps to go, like 6 laps to go in this race. So Curtis. He's now leading the championship table now because this is just after 12 lap, but he's going to be coming to the end of the race. But we hold it up. If he stays like this, Curtis will win his first ever championship for the team. Oh, that's an extra good move there from one. He gets past Tammy as Andy Glow gets past her too. There he goes. Down to 7th place he goes now. And there goes Andy. I tried to have a look on one in now. What happened the last week? He got pole position in Australia and he's gone on the outside of one. They both made contact a bit, but they both made a Hormone saved the position, but Andy goes on the outside and gets past them so far. Andy closed the yellow racing donkey racing driver. Oh no! One he's got car failure. I didn't mean to say that so far, but he's not one of the champions today, and he's having engine trouble, and his final race for Ferrari coming to blows. Means he's not good. Hopefully, he might get because Ferrari could win the championship, or maybe someone else could win the championship by the end of the race. As he's going down the field now. Hanway is in trouble. His car got problems, and he was a winner in Britain this season. But unfortunately, his final race has come to a close for this. But he will be coming back maybe soon in the future, or maybe not. I don't think so. Oh no, that's Johnny Batista. That's one of the drivers who was leading the championship after the race. And that's one of the championship contenders. Joseph Batista is not going to win the championship so far because he's one of the championship contenders and he's not going to win the championship.
Oh my goodness, so that's only down to 3 more drivers left in the championship. Well, Curtis Wicks in third means that will be enough for them if Aaron and Abby didn't get into point and be faster than him, me winning the championship so far. Couldn't take second place from Andy Close. Good move there, but maybe he might challenge Sammy Gomez. Sammy Hope for the video, but Andy Close takes the position back for this so far for this track though. As the both between both of the Atlantic drivers between Aaron and Jenny, both teammates been colliding together. Just between those two, but the cars seem to be okay. So Toronto United are winning second place in the championship so far. But if that stays the same, we mean that will keep second place from Force 1 racing. That's going to be indeed so far for this track though. Curtis Brooks, maybe he's going to be enough to try to win the championship. And gets past Andy Close. That'll be enough for him to get into championship contention now. He needs to try to hold off Andy Close, but he gets on the inside, but that's going to be okay. He gets part of it, and there's a bit another choice between Jet Li and Tommy Usla, but they both continue on indeed so far in this racetrack so far for this. As now the race is coming to a close now. This is it, the final race of this final. Actually, sorry about that. This is the final lap of the race for this final race of this season so far for this, because Curtis Way is heading towards championship contention now. And we're on to the final lap of the race so far in this circuit though, as we see this try is going pretty well indeed so far for this. But first guys, Curtis Way trying to take the lead from Sammy Gomez. Sammy Hope. And he gets by to take the lead, and Andy Close behind him so far. He's climbing the lead in the race so far for this, and there's another trip between Mania Gomez and Jay Fro, as Andy Close takes the lead from Curtis, as Andy Close will he hold him off, but Curtis Way gets potted, and Curtis wins the Brazilian Grand Prix, and he wins the World Championship. Incredible! Curtis Way got past Andy Close on the last corner of the race, and he takes the championship and wins this race. One excellent game. He's second win this season, but he wins the championship so far. And Andy Close has just beaten Sammy Hope by the hour. But Jay Fun and Aaron Jordan mean that enough points could save them second place in the championship. But maybe that Silver Hour had a good result, because Sammy Hope got fourth, and actually Sammy Hope got third, and Max Jones got fifth place. But we need to see who's going to win this so far for this. So there is the podium for Andy Curtis, where he wins the Drivers' Championship ahead of Andy Close and Sammy Hope in third. So, congratulations to Curtis Wicks, guy. He wins the first season of the 2020 Team Motivation Manager World Championship. He beats Jody Batista. Well, Abby Fisher get third place so far. Sammy Hope jumped ahead to Andreas by the end, but that one driver was Curtis Wicks, who wins the Drivers' Championship for the day. And Finallie have won the championship. They have beaten Yellow Doggy Racers, have jumped out to second place so far after a great performance from Andy Close, got second place, meaning that both tied with 7 hours and Trident United Racing are comfortably tied together. But the driver who is ahead of them is Abby Fisher. So if Fisher ahead of Sabio and Aaron Donaz, means that completely changed the championship so far. But the championship is completely gone to Finallie and Curtis Wood, who won the Drivers' Championship so far for this season, guys. Thank you everybody for joining us for this first ever season 5. Congratulations to Curtis Wicks to win the Drivers' Championship for this so far for this season, guys. What an excellent performance this so far for this trick for this. We got some money there. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, guys. We got the Drivers' Championship and the Extra Championship for our first ever season for this so far for this, guys. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the series here. So see you in the next one, guys. We're gonna go to season 2, guys, and we'll see you next time, guys. See you next season, Luigi. Yeah, see you next time. What an excellent season that is. See you next year, Cooper. Yeah, see you next season for this. Goodbye. Alright, guys, thanks for watching, guys. Until the next season, we'll be in the next race. Where are we gonna be, guys? I don't know where we're gonna be. But thanks for watching, guys, and see you for the next time for season 2, guys. Goodbye! What an excellent season that was.